Welcome to another episode of Lugnuts Weekly with your host, Jesse Goldberg-Strassler. And Jesse, Lansing didn't just have a good week. It had a week that felt like a farm system kicked open the door and announced it's coming faster than expected. We had walk-off cycles, stolen bases, and arms carving through lineups all turned Jackson Field into a nonstop storyline machines with wins stacking up and momentum starting to look like something real. Today, we're breaking it all down again. The voice of the Lansing Lugnuts, the best in the business, Jesse Goldberg-Strassler. What's driving the surge? Which performances are more than just hot streaks? And which names are quietly forcing their way into the bigger conversation inside the A's system? Jesse, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I don't think I'm the best in the business, but I think I'm cracking the top 100.
You know what? But since I'm entitled to that. I've had some controversial opinions in the past, but it's still mine.
It's a hot take. Boom. This week started with Devin Taylor and Casey Yamauchi getting promoted.
Yep.
And that takes away one of your best offensive infielders, best offensive outfielder, best defensive infielder. What they meant to the team at the top of the order. And then Carlos Pacheco coming in, struggled in Lansing last year, 4 for 49, and he was up in Double-A. He's hitting 250, but Pacheco's been bouncing around as a 21-year-old who got handed a lot of money at his signing bonus. And then Jared Sprague-Lott, who had started the season with Lansing.
That's Straight A's new favorite player.
Oh, yeah. Well, guess what? So Jared Sprague-Lott, what's up, Andrew? That he went down to Stockton after he opened up the season and was like over his skis. And then he's named California League Player of the Week. And he rejoins us and he does this. That was the coolest thing to me. Was it felt like this week was a Lugnuts team finding a new identity. That's a good Twins high A affiliate filled with Twins prospects that they just won 4 out of 5 from.
Well, what's interesting, what's funny about the comment on Jared Sprague-Lott being his favorite player is that, so we go back and forth. Sam's another host on the network, and he's a guy that's really high on Leo DeVries, wants him to come up as he should, where I'm more of the take their time, have the kid take its time, let him develop, etc. And it comes off more as a negative than it should be. But his points, like, the next thing you're going to tell me is Jared Sprague-Lott's more developed because he's older, and then all of a sudden Jared Sprague-Lott's done what he's done. So it's kind of funny how it happened. That's all he's kind of getting at.
Well, and by the way, no relation to Ed Sprague.
No.
You'd figure somehow there's a relation. And now after a guy hits for a cycle, Ed might go, yeah, he's a cousin. But
Jared Sprague-Lott, 2024 9th round pick out of Arkansas. Now he's 24 years old. He was in Lansing to start this year. Went back to Stockton, tore it up in Stockton, and here he is back in Lansing. And has he turned the corner? Is he getting better this week? 7 for 19. 5 runs, 7 RBIs. He walked 5 times. He only struck out twice. He stole 3 bases. Seems like almost like a Swiss Army knife. Does a little bit of everything.
I think going to Stockton really helped him. It relaxed him. Now he's getting more disciplined. He's got great power. He was an all-SEC defender.
Yes.
It's there. Last year, he was turning it on in Stockton. Really turning the corner and leading the California League in walks, great patience. And then he has a collision with Carlos Franco. And that's it. Breaks his wrist. Done for the rest of the year. So coming into this year, it's a challenge promotion. And the league was too tough for him. This is what development is about. This is great. You got Stockton. Jared, go back there, man. Get your confidence back. Let's see you make the right strides. Yeah. And now go back to Lansing. They could use you. And immediately he's batting in the top 3 spots in the order. First game back, he steals 3 bases, let alone the cycle that he hits for on Saturday night. That was so cool. And by the way, I want you to see with this cycle, the home run is going to go to the left of the batter's eye to get things going. And then you start to see the speed, and then you start to see how he uses the whole field.
I just wanted to shout out our group options.
Jared Sprague-Lott drills it center field. It is on its way out of here.
How hard was that hit?
Sprague-Lott with a
triple digits.
tank to the left of the batter's eye. Cedar Rapids 14, Lansing 3. It's a football score up in here. Second home run of the year for Sprague-Lott. 2-run homer, 420 feet over the Miller Lite sign.
Great extension.
1-2. Corked out towards left field. Briseño is going back over his head, and that dunks off the wall. Rodney Green Jr. is into third. He's going to come home. The throw coming from short. It's not going to get there. He crosses the plate standing up.
Homer and a double right now.
RBI double, Jared Sprague-Lott. He's knocked in his third.
By the way, the home run was 106 miles per hour.
This is lifted out towards right center,
Here's
and
the
it is
triple
down
on
and
the
heading
screen.
all the way to the wall. Look out here. Pacheco is flying around third. Here comes
three toughest
Sprague-Lott around
stages.
second. Pacheco is in to score. Sprague-Lott is into third with a triple.
Wow.
All of a sudden, Jared Sprague-Lott has a chance
Bottom of
to
the
steal
eighth.
Cedar
You guys
Rapids
beat this
Thunder.
close.
He is a single
Booney,
away from the
this
cycle.
game was weird.
And now, folks,
Now it's
Jared
23-13.
Sprague-Lott is a single away from the cycle. Pitch home. This is lifted out to shallow center field. It drops in.
Wow.
We've got history. Jared Sprague-Lott has just hit for the cycle. A homer, a double, a triple, and now a single. Lansing Lugnuts history on Saturday, June 13th, 2026.
Love Emily Matlock, the athletic trainer, cheering for him in the background.
That is pretty cool. Is that the first cycle in Lugnuts history?
It is the 9th.
Wow, I was a little off.
The last guy to do it was Jack Winkler, who later made his major league debut with the Marlins. It's just one of those things where you never know what you're going to see, right? And this game on Saturday, 23-15, Cedar Rapids had 30 hits and we had 18 hits, plus we drew 9 walks. That was the fun of this. Okay, so you lose by 8. You gave up 23 runs on 30 hits. And yet the offense kept battling the whole time.
Yeah.
They kept putting together good at-bats. Jared Sprague-Lott has defense. He can run. He can take a pitch. Outstanding plate discipline. He's got power. So I'm just saying, he's a player.
Yeah. He's been hurt too in the past. Is the first time he's been fully healthy as well. So it should be interesting to see what he does. You know, when we're talking about thumbnail of the week and who would get it, there was a lot of possible performers. And the guy that first caught my eye, and I've been watching him, 5'10", 150. The A's signed him in 2022 as a 17-year-old, I want to say. Carlos Pacheco went 9 for 20 with 11 runs scored. He had 3 RBIs, 3 walks. He struck out 7 times. He stole 7 bases, and he had a home run on top of that. Tell me about Carlos Pacheco, because he brought a little bit of everything in that series. And his speed just seems to be off the charts. I mean, he had one game, I believe, 3 stolen bases. He's getting it in chunks when he gets on base. That's for sure.
Let me give you a couple of Pacheco highlights. So first, I'll show you the Pacheco homer.
An infield single and a double.
This is leading
This,
off.
though, is an 0-2.
0-2 pitch.
Batted out to left. McDaniel is back looking up, and it's gone. How about that for an impression?
Wow.
A trip out to Home Run Hill. Carlos Pacheco takes the round trip tour, and the Nuts go up 1-0.
The MVP, MV Pacheco chance. They just keep on going. This guy is red hot to open up this series and return to Lansing this year.
6th home run served up by Michael Ross this season.
Okay, so that's the home run. Now I want to show you his defense, okay?
Left window here. It's just getting yelled at.
Line drive right center field, and it's caught by the sliding Pacheco.
I saw that play live.
Carlos Pacheco, starred on the scorecard, side retired.
Okay, so I'm going to go small picture before I go big picture with you. Small picture is This was awesome. He shows up. He's immediately stealing 3 bases. He steals 7 bags in 5 games. Scores 11 runs in 5 games. He's all over the place. He ruined Cedar Rapids series. Ruined it. He would get on, pitcher immediately throwing error because he knows he's running. He knows they can't stop him. This is a Colonel's team. They've got big-time prospects. Hadim Zhao, prospect. Merrick Houston, prospect. Eduardo Tait, prospect. Tait and Zhao are 2 of the top catching prospects in baseball, let alone 2 of the Twins' top catching prospects. It does not matter. They had to call upon a guy from AAA to come in and help stabilize the catching position defensively by the end of the series just because he had ruined it. So he's doing all this. It's plus speed. It's outstanding defense. There's some surprising pop.
Yeah.
And like the bigger picture is this the guy that the A's hit at a pretty sizable bonus to.
Yes.
And he's bounced. He's bounced level to level. But I heard from Ed Sprague that he was putting together great at-bats in AA. And I'm seeing it. I saw great at-bats with us. I want to see what he does to West Michigan. Because when you go to the Whitecaps, nobody homers in that stadium. It's a small ball stadium. You've got to be able to manufacture runs. This was devastating what I saw. I think I turned to you. I was like, I'm trying to remember the last time I saw a player with this kind of game-breaking speed and ability. He's got the speed to steal bases. He's got the instincts. Everything is there to just destroy a game.
Fearless. Absolutely fearless.
Yeah.
I want to transition a little bit, and I saw that. You mentioned him, Ed Sprague, coming into the booth, talk some with you. I didn't get a chance to catch the conversation. Ed Sprague, director of scouting for the A's, correct?
Player development. He's the farm director
for the A's. What's his take on the whole system, how they're developing players, how they're coming up? Is there a particular player they like, etc.? Give us kind of like a Cliff Notes version, I guess, of that conversation and how it went.
The players that they like are the players that we like, right? Love Gage Jump. Love Henry Bolte. We talked about Gage. We talked about Henry.
Yeah.
Love Leo DeVries. So they're the guys who are not surprises. A surprise for me, I asked him what was something that he didn't see coming entering this year. And he said the stats aren't there. But Ryan Lasko has been much better this year. So he gave us that warning, just like you saw.
Ryan Lasko, at the same time, he was with Lansing. I mean, he's a 2nd round pick in, Ryan Lasko is no joke as far as, in other words, he's not a surprise in the A's when they draft him. 2nd round pick in 2023 out of Rutgers. Kuroda Grauer was a 3rd round pick out of Rutgers in 2024. So they're both from Rutgers, 2nd round pick. I remember we had the conversation. A lot of people in the A's organization felt that Lasko was a better defender than Denzel Clark, but the big struggle with Lasko obviously is his bat. He was a little bit better this last 6 days, going 6 for 20 and striking out only 4 times. But yeah, Lasko's a guy that tore it up in fall ball as well. And I was expecting big things from Lasko. I don't want to say he's been a disappointment by any means, but I did think his progression would, I guess, go a little further or a little faster, I guess.
Well, remember, in the PCL Championship Series last year, he homered in both games to help Vegas beat Tacoma.
Yes.
He has tools that are loud. He has major league tools. You mentioned the major league defense, major league speed. So it was good to hear that he's got things going in the right direction. So just keep on working. Keep on coming through.
23 years old, right? And defense different from offense in the sense that defense is going to play at all levels. Where offense, you're going to need that development. So in other words, what Denzel's doing at 26, Lasko's still 23, he's still younger and still has that room to grow on the offensive side as well. Let's talk about 2024, another SEC guy, 2024 14th round pick out of Missouri. I constantly been seeing his name. He was in Lansing last year. He was kind of been going back and forth between a reliever and a starter, and seems like he's gotten real comfortable in that starting role, and that is Ryan Magdic. I hope I'm saying that correct.
Magdic.
Excuse me. And
although we would call him Magic, but
and he had a hell of an outing on Friday night. On Thursday night. 7 innings,
Friday.
3 hits, 1 run, 9 strikeouts.
Let's watch, and then we'll talk.
Okay.
0-2 from Magdic. Swing and a foul tip. Got him.
Wow.
He deals to Mercedes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on 3 pitches.
2-2. Swing and a miss. He got the off-speed, little breaking ball right there, and he wasn't ready for it. 5,000. 1-2. Swing and a foul tip. That is held on to. Strike 3. 95 right down the chute.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Magdic's 5th K. Long shadows stretching out across the field. Magdic offers. Swing and a miss. Got him. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Winokur. 7th strikeout for Ryan Magdic.
That's it. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Magdic, 95 right down the middle, went right at him. 8 strikeouts. He's through 6 1/3. Got a walk, 3 hits. That's it. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Jeez.
He got him. Breaking ball. 9 strikeouts for Magdic.
Got the Charlie Brown, the Peanuts jerseys on.
Tell me about.
Okay, so Ryan Magdic was a hitter, a 2-way player, but slugger. He's 6'5". He's a big, menacing dude, and he's coming out of Beamsville, Ontario, and he bounces around through some junior colleges, Cochise. Then he goes to a Division II school in Florida. He wraps up his undergraduate degree, and then he does this grad transfer to Missouri to convert to full-time pitching. So full-time pitching is later on. This is 2024 that he is converted to full-time pitching. That's why his age is up there. Now he's 26, but when you're a pitcher, it's okay if your age is up there for a little bit if you can give the major league team something. And 2025, he leads the California League in strikeouts when he's promoted to Lansing. Comes into this year, hey, take a back seat. We've got these 6 starting pitchers that we're going to work with. But when Kyle Robinson gets traded to Pittsburgh for Alika Williams, hey, Ryan, we know that you can start. You're a 4-pitch guy. Let's put you right into the rotation. However, we're going to limit your pitch count. You're not going to get 100 like Zane Taylor might get. We're going to give you 60. We're going to give you 70. Booney, I am searching for players in minor league baseball, or major league baseball for that matter, who have a strike percentage as high as Magdic. Christopher Sanchez, Jacob Mizorowski are in the 60s, upper 60s. Magdic throws 73% strikes.
OMG.
So his last outing, this is 7 innings. This is 9 strikeouts. He is going to win Midwest League Pitcher of the Week whenever they announce it. On 77 pitches, he strikes out 9 in 7 innings.
3.22 ERA on the year.
Getting lower.
What does he have an out pitch? Is he a changeup guy?
I think you just saw right there.
Yes.
He's got multiple out pitches. And not only that, so one thing I didn't see last year was velocity. I'm going, okay, so this guy, he's just mixing things up on players. The slider is surprising them. The changeup is good. Last outing, he's throwing 96.
My God. He reminds me of a Jeffrey Springs in a certain way. The thing that's kind of hurt Jeffrey Springs a little bit is you don't know how these guys are going to respond to the Tommy John surgery, but prime Jeffrey Springs was same thing, throwing 94, 95, and that changeup was vicious. Since the surgery, now the fastball's ticked down to about 91. Now the changeup, his out pitch doesn't look as vicious anymore. And that's kind of the problem with the injuries and so forth. But that's what he kind of reminds me of a little bit. He could blow it past you, and then he has the filthy stuff. And I didn't know that he just picked up pitching.
Yeah. I mean, this is new. He's Canadian. Anytime you hear about a Canadian prospect, the rule of thumb is generally, let's see if this player needs a little bit more time, a little bit more reps. You can't play baseball year round. And especially when you've only converted to pitching full time later on, he's just getting better and better.
Yeah.
And now that he's throwing 96 out of nowhere this year with the stuff, the sliders and out pitch, The changeup's an out pitch. We got to get this guy up to Double-A, right? This is the fun of you and me talking.
Sure.
We can just be sailing right along, and I'll go, "Hey, Booney," out of nowhere, Magdic.
I want to talk a little bit about Zane Taylor's start. Now, Zane Taylor went 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. I watched his start. It looked like, to me, what I saw was a guy that takes a lot of pride in not walking hitters, making it a point almost overly to throw strikes. I mean, he was getting ahead strike, except for his first inning walk, I believe. He was getting ahead strike 1, strike 2, constantly ahead. But the problem was when he was up 0-2, 1-2, whatever the count was, there wasn't any type of waste pitch. He almost was making it a point to constantly throw strikes, and almost to a point also where they started sitting on a first pitch strike as well. What'd you make of his start?
So Zane Taylor generally dominates left-handed batters. Right-handers have generally had better swings at him. And so because of that, he's working on his breaking stuff, right? Trying to figure out, okay, what should the slider look like? He came into the year with a cutter. What should the cutter look like? Meanwhile, lefties, change up, good night. Cedar Rapids works with one lefty in the starting lineup. So he's taken on all these righties, and it was great. They put him through the ringer. Okay, Zane, you've gotten to 2 strikes. It's a right-handed hitter. What do you do now? Still struck out 6 in 5 innings. And I believe all 6 of those strikeouts were right-handed batters. Gave up 3 runs in 5, gave up a home run, only walked the 1. And if you go back to his last outing, this is the fun of it, because none of this happens in a vacuum.
Sure.
His last time on the mound, he took on the Dodgers prospects. It went 7 2/3, scoreless. He walked 4. So maybe he goes out there, he goes, I'm not going to walk 4 this time. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to pound the zone. He does. The results are a little worse. Maybe, though, he gains something from it, that the next time he takes the mound in West Michigan against a worse offense in a better pitcher's park, we're going to see another big-time gem from him. Like, I think that we've got big Zane Taylor performances coming. This one was against a right-handed prospect-laden team. Like, I'm telling you, I said this once already. These guys coming up through the Twins organization, they've got legit players. And the guy on the other side from him was Riley Quick, the first rounder out of Alabama. Stuff looked great, struck out 9. Lansing got to him too. Gunnar Gouldsmith got him for a home run, and he had a part of the game having allowed 3 runs, and he didn't get through 5 innings. So it's one of those days where you go, all right, good stuff here. Love the 6 Ks, 1 walk. Let's see next time. Let's keep on burying guys with 2 strikes.
We've talked about this guy in the past, and I was trying to avoid speaking about him again, but how can you when Ali Camarillo goes 10 for 16, 9 RBIs, 5 runs scored, struck out once, walked twice, and I'm telling you, man, if you were to put 3 guys in the exact same category, it's Jacob Wilson, JKG, and Ali Camarillo, if you're talking about the system. Just absolutely just amazing, and it seems like he's constantly getting better. He had 2 home runs on top of that. He stole 2 bases. I mean, what's the ceiling like on Ali Camarillo? I know we've talked about him. I know I've asked you, and I'm waiting for this guy just to digress a little bit so I don't have to talk about him.
No, let's keep talking about him.
Okay.
Because he's not Jacob Wilson, right? He's not a contact all the time, don't strike out kind of guy. There's some sweet pop. What happened with Ali this week, when you move up Casey Yamauchi and Devin Taylor, who's going to drive in the runs?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to see. Okay, who's going to bat in that number 3 spot in the order that Taylor occupied, and who's going to knock everybody in? And Ali knocked in 9 runs in 5 games. Carlos Pacheco got on, and Ali knocked him in. This was over and over. The first game of the series, Ali Camarillo, 2 for 3, walk, homer, knocks in 2. Yeah. And then you go to Friday, 3 for 3, 3 RBIs, 2 steals, hit by pitch. Like, Pacheco would get on, Ali send him home. Then let's go to Saturday. Jared Sprague-Lott hits for the cycle. Ali Camarillo comes a triple away from hitting for the cycle. He goes 4 for 6, 3 ribbies, double and a homer. I think that he felt the pressure of who's going to do the damage. And he looked in the mirror and he said, I'm going to do the damage.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
got to be me. And I love when a guy just takes that on his shoulders. You can't. Jacob Wilson is not a middle of the order hitter per se, right?
Sure.
They have a bunch more candidates for that. Joshua Kuroda-Grauer is a top of the order hitter. Get on, Josh, and we'll have somebody knock you in. I really like seeing Ali show this pop. Those doubles are jumping up.
Yeah.
When you've got a guy who can be an impact bat like him, we know the defense is going to be great.
22. Yeah.
I think Booney, one of my favorite things about Ali is anytime the ball hits him for a relay throw, and there's a runner around at third racing for the plate, and I just see Ali out there for the relay, I'm like, here we go. Throw out another.
I think one of the most impressive things about the week that caught my eye was the fans. 8,000, 7,000, 7,500. Where's this rank in the league? And I did not see those type of fans shelling out for a high A Lansing game. I mean, a lot of credit just to who's promoting the events and the fans themselves.
So right now, the Lugnuts, let's see, we averaged 3,000 fans a game.
Okay.
But our highest attendance for the year ranks third in the Midwest League. It is the sort of fan base that needs summer vacation to hit and needs good weather. And
Sure.
Like the players are cold.
Hey, when it gets cold, it's cold. Yeah.
Yeah. But summer break is now. Everyone is out and about. Downtown Lansing is hopping. There's so much going on. This is a big sprawling area that comes out and supports the team, especially on Thursday, especially on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Is it a college town?
Well, East Lansing's a college town. What's up? East Lansing's a college town, and then Lansing's the state capital. And then you've got the surrounding areas. It's the mix of both. It's kind of like how Madison, Wisconsin, you've got University of Wisconsin, and you've got the state capital. So you're bringing in people from all over the state. You're bringing people in from all around the surrounding areas. And then you've got everybody who grew up here, who lives here. It's a really cool mixture of a population. And the stadium is directly downtown. So let's go back to Saturday. Lugnuts go down 23-4 in the sixth inning. And this crowd is so great. Bottom of the sixth inning, walk. Yeah. Single. Yeah. You know, when the Lugnuts rally for 9 runs in the bottom of the eighth, the stadium is bouncing. So these are baseball fans who love the game, who care about the game. And we're going to see this more over the course of the summer. When the team comes back to town after this week, that stadium is going to be jam-packed.
Unbelievable. Question about when Ed Sprague was there. Did he by chance talk about Steven Echeverria?
We didn't talk much about Steven except this, the whole feeling that he is right on track.
Okay.
Need to get him more innings, need to keep him developing. He was drafted so young, got him the full year in Stockton, keep on getting him innings here in Lansing, and when the time is right, he's going to move up to AA. But they really like how Steven's progressing. And
Now,
you know what he's shown this year is he's been an innings eater. Like he's
yeah,
right up there at the
better
top
on
of
the
league.
innings.
And I believe that he leads the Midwest League in lowest batting average against.
Is that right? That's exciting. That is, I tell you, Jesse, I mean, we do the thumbnail of the week every day. Who is the player of the week? This week was the hardest. I didn't know who you're going to go with. You had Ryan. You had Jared. You had Pacheco. And obviously it went to Jared just because of what he did. Ali was right in that mix as well. I mean, what an exciting week for the Lugnuts. They took 4 of the 5 games they played. Yesterday was rained out, unfortunately, but exciting stuff going on over there. What's on deck for this week? Oh, we got a Pitaro walk-off. I forgot about that.
I wanted to show 2 more highlights with you.
Please do.
So's the outfield. Payoff. Line drive center field, base hit, and that'll do it. Naylor scores.
And that's CJ Pitaro, right?
The hero.
That's right.
As the Nuts
He
walk off the
undrafted free
Colonels.
agent out of Penn State. I'm going to rewind that and see that one more time.
The whole infield.
I love
tight. So's the
I love his
outfield.
approach to the play. I
Payoff.
love the way it looks.
Line
Boom.
drive center field,
Hitter.
base hit, and that'll do it. Naylor scores. CJ Pitaro, the hero, as the Nuts walk off the Colonels.
scored 2 in the bottom of the 9th before extras, win it in
He
the
took
10th.
a Zeldin offering, and he just laced it right back up the middle into center. Soak the man.
What a game.
See, another
What
one
a
who thinks you're the
long
best in the business.
4-hour-plus night, but
Yeah, I'm not alone
Lansing
in that
comes
take.
from behind. My goodness, what a week this is shaping up to be.
Pacheco with the blue. Okay,
Carlos Franco, catcher.
listen to the crowd. Bottom of the 8th, 1-run game.
2-1 pitch. This is launched out to left field. Oh, it is way out of here.
Adam
What a
Jackson
bomb.
A grand salami for Carlos Franco. And this crowd is alive.
A's picked him up in 2019 as a free agent out of Venezuela. 23 years old. You know, and he seems like this is kind of his
419
breakout
feet.
type of year.
It's 7-4 Lansing.
Is he an offensive or more a defensive first catcher?
Defensive dude. Okay,
Defensive.
open up the year. Open up the year with 3 catchers. Davis Diaz, promoted. He has a great start to the year. He then gets hit in the face in Midland. He's on the injured list.
Yeah, Fiend.
Dylan Fiend's hurt. Dylan Fiend is back in Arizona right now. He's on the injured list. So you got Franco catching every single day. And then you've got these moments. Gunnar Gouldsmith homers in back-to-back games. So this was an electric week for the team. They're the stars. They're the prospects. They're the guys with the great futures that we talked about. But this was a full team series win against Cedar Rapids. That was awesome.
Jesse, what's on deck? What's going on for the Lugnuts this week?
Okay, so we've got the West Michigan Whitecaps, arch rival, Grand Rapids. It's a little suburb north of Grand Rapids, but that's the big western metropolis. It's only an hour drive away. So our fans do a full invasion. Have I told you about Crush the Nuts?
No.
Okay, so here's what this rivalry is like. For years, whenever the Lugnuts would come in, the Whitecaps would hand out Crush the Nuts shirts. They made a fake Luggy the Lugnut that they would bring out into home plate, and they would hit it with a sledgehammer anytime that they scored runs. So we've got good minor league, bad blood, like a good minor league rivalry. They went out, they won the league last year. They came into our place, and in April, they swept a 6-game series. When we won a series against them in May, our fans were pumped. So I'm so excited to see what this series looks like this week, especially with the Lugnuts good vibes coming in.
Jesse, I tell you, I follow every single level. And I'm no way. And right now, for me personally, the high A Lansing Lugnuts has the most vibe, is the most exciting to watch, best prospects going on. And it's an exciting time, man. It's an exciting time.
Hey, shout out to Josiah Romeo in Stockton.
Oh, he pitched a gem. I'm going to talk to Timmy about that later on this afternoon. Interesting. You just mentioned that high school draft pick in 2024. I want to say in the 8th round or something.
Canadian, just need a little bit more time.
Hey, how this song didn't win a Grammy, I don't know. Maybe next year. Jesse, thank you, pal.
Thank you, Booney. Let's go nuts.